I will make a short, I promise you, short speech. But I waited 80 years for this, so I'm going to take my advantage of it. There were two birthdays that just occurred that I want to acknowledge. One is Carlos, who was a couple of days ago, and one is Cindy, who is on Adam's birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday to them. I have notes because I forget names, but I remember everything I ever did in my life, but I forget. Oh, that's Adam. So forgive me for looking at this. But now I need glasses and I can't see it. Okay. It is rare, let me look at my notes, that father and son can celebrate milestone birthdays, both be in the same area. Tomorrow Adam will be 40. Today I am, on this day, 80. And it's an amazing situation. Yeah, it is. But today is just a day, but we're celebrating two lives. I remember Adam on his bicycle, and I remember him when we moved to Florida 20 years ago in his car. And then Billy, who is not here, but I thank 100 times, introduced Adam to Risa. And I must say, Adam, it's the best thing that ever happened to you. Risa, I love you. You're an excellent mother, you're an excellent wife, and you did very well so far. So now we come to me. I moved to Florida 20 years ago. I retired. I play softball. These are my softball players, some of them. I just want you to know the average age is 75, 86, 91, 80, and we're all playing ball. It's amazing, correct? Okay. I still go to the gym 3 times a week. I've been doing that for 65 years. And when my friends who knew me back then, the first thing they say to me, are you still weightlifting? And I am still weightlifting. 65 years. I started in New York City at the age of 15. I traveled with weights. This is part of my life. I play softball 2 or 3 times a week for the last 20 years in Florida and for the last 40 years in a row. I started at 40. Okay, I will tell you 2 quick stories about me. I will share them. A week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I had my physical. And the nurse who took care of me took my blood pressure. We were sitting at a table, and she was taking, before the doctor came in, and she looked and she said, how old are you? I said, I'll be 80 next month. She said, you'll be 80? And I said, I'm just as surprised as you are. And we both laughed, because that's a heavy trip. I will conclude by telling you that I married a great woman. She has helped my life stay young. Her name is Amy, wherever she goes. A wonderful lady also. Adam and I both got very lucky. And part of life, if you marry the right person, your life is good. And if you don't, your life is bad. We've had good lives. That's the end of that. Okay? Adam and Risa have 2 wonderful children, Ethan and Brielle. There's Brielle. I am blessed with 2 grandchildren. Amazing situation. I'll share one other story in conclusion. When I was 11, I would shop with my mother on a Saturday, and we go to a bakery. The bakery had a scale. And the scale, if you put a penny in, you could ask the scale a question. So I put a penny in. I remember this like it was yesterday. What is my lucky number? It came up 13. Okay. The next week, I put a penny in. it came up 13. The third week, which is true story, 3 times, came up 13. I said, my God, this scale knows who I am. And so I took the number 13 as my lucky number. I wear it on my uniform. I was married on June 13th. We had 13 people at the ceremony, not the reception, at the ceremony, 13 people. And the room we stayed at in the Bahamas, we didn't pick it, was room 413, the way it came out. About possibly 10 years ago, I was sitting and musing, and I said, you know something? That scale was a 1950 mechanical, not electronic scale. The only number that came up was 13. So I could have been there another 10 years, and 13 was my number. And I said, look at this, it really knew it 3 times in a row. So I hope that all the people who put their pennies in had enough luck with that number as I did. When I was younger, I was called Donald, I was called Don, and I was called Donnie. And I'd be happy to spend the rest of my life being known as Grandpa Don. Thank you.